Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, we're talking about Sorare All-Star Game week, I guess, on Sorare. They got some contests here for the All-Star Game, so we're going to go over that. Also talk a little bit about what NBA Top Shot is doing for the All-Star Game. So let's get into all that. Let's just start with NBA Top Shot. They're doing a few things, but the thing I really wanted to talk about was this All-Star Weekend First Timers pack. An interesting style of pack because you get 5 guaranteed first-time All-Star players. Sorry, 6 in this pack, and it's worth $29, but it's just however many people want to buy. Right now, 1,300 people have reserved them. You can reserve, I think, as many as you want. I don't know what I expect this to get up to, but I think if the packs reserved is anywhere over 3,000, these are going to be worth $4 or less, and then that's going to be less than the pack value. So it's worth monitoring. If these are going to come in less than 3,000, could be worth doing. But if not, I don't think you can do it for a fandom moment. And they have until February 24th, which is way too long of a time period as well. If we look at fandom moments on NBA Top Shot, Miami Heat fandom out of 3,400 is $2. Same with Blazers, and I think that was like the similar thing where you could just reserve as many as you wanted. So it's not looking good if it's above 3,000. But, there's a little hope here, I guess. Like DeRozan out of 3,800 is $4. Brandon Ingram out of 3,600 is $5. And you are getting All-Stars. This one out of 2,000 is $6 for Christian Wood. If it's less than 3,000, I think it could be worth the gamble, I guess, on it. But other than that, I'm not going to be doing it. So if we look at this Brandon Ingram over time, I mean, when these first came out, they were in the 20s, but that was almost a year ago. 20s, even selling in the 30s. So there could be a little more hype when it comes out, but this was a totally different market. And obviously this moment just crashed because there's so many fandom moments now. Now let's get back into Sorare. And let's just start by looking at my lineups from last week. Jaren Jackson had a killer week. Same with McCollum. I believe they only had one game each, so that was a little risky. And then McGowens did really well for his cap. I think his cap was like 8, maybe. Kongu also did really well. And then Barlow, with so many injuries, I stuck Barlow in there. I think he had a 5 cap, so it was nice to get some value out of Barlow as well. And I'm at 403. I don't have any players left, though, so only 3 games tonight. It would be awesome if I could stay in the top 435, but I don't think so. Hopefully I can get tier 3 here. Maybe even tier 4. If I fall down to tier 5 or out, that would suck, but I don't think I will. And then common champion, we're getting really close here. I mean, if we get a big game from Giannis and Drummond, we could sneak into the top 1,000 perhaps, but Drummond would probably have to get like 40-something, and Giannis would have to get in the 70s. My underdog, I guess, has a chance if Covington plays and gets like 30, And Ballmaro, I don't know what his deal is. I played him because they traded Mike Conley. Ballmaro as a point guard, and Jordan Clarkson wasn't playing, and still he didn't get in the game. Next game, Colin Sexton gets injured in like the first quarter, still doesn't play. So he's on the roster. He just doesn't play. It's pretty weird. For a rebuilding team, seems like you would give him a chance. I think he's a second-year player that they traded for, so I don't know what his deal is. He has a 1 cap, so that's why I stuck him in there. So let's look at some of these contests. We got Common All-Star Saturday night and then All-Star Game for the actual limited rewards. So that's the one you want to focus on, obviously. Playing all the guys that basically are going to be going for MVP. With my limited cards, I have a ton. I usually come in some of the top places in limited competition, so I have a ton of all-stars. So I could go Giannis, LeBron, Ja, Luka, and then my next spot's kind of a toss-up. I'd probably go Tatum. I guess it's not that much of a toss-up because I believe Tatum is starting. So basically the only strategy around this is guys going for MVP and starting. And I believe all these guys are starting. I know Edwards is in it, but not starting. And Sabonis and Jackson, but neither of those guys are starting. So this is what I would be rolling with here for that lineup. And then it gets pretty tricky with your common All-Star Saturday night. So if we look at the actual details here, player will score 50 points for each event where they win first place, 30 for each event where they win second, and 10 for each event where they participate. I'm going to build a lineup here, and then we're going to go look at for some value that we could get in this. So it's only skills challenge, 3-point, and slam dunk. My strategy in this would be to go for the skills competition players first. And the skills are this. So we got Giannis Thanasis. I don't think Alex a card. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Clarkson, Kessler, Sexton. And then for the rookies, Banchero, Ivy, Smith. So the reason I would prioritize these guys is because they have a 1 in 3 chance of winning, basically. And if you go Clarkson, Kessler, Sexton, you could get 150 points if this Team Jazz wins, which would be crazy. And then obviously second place, you just need them to beat one team. So I'd be targeting like a full team would be my strategy. And then the dunk contest, they have a 1 in 4 chance to win. And then the 3 points, like 1 in 8, I think. So I'm targeting the skills. I was hoping Markkanen would get in the skills, but he's in the 3-point. I'm going Clarkson. I know I have a Clarkson. I don't think I have a Sexton or a Kessler. I have a Kessler Edwards. So then I do have a Jabari Smith Jr. I think they have the worst chance to win it. It seems like the rookies just never try in that contest. And then I don't have Banchero or Ivy. So then I would have to look at, I used my Giannis already, and I don't have a Thanasis. So this is what I'd be going for. These two guys from the skills. And then from the dunk, I actually do have a Trey Murphy. So he's got a 1 in 4 chance to win, basically. Mac McClung doesn't have a moment. Jericho Sims, I don't have. Kenyon Martin doesn't have one. So now I just got to go 3-point contest shooters. Lauri Markkanen's in it. Tyler Hero's in it. I think those are the only ones that I have. I don't think I have Buddy Hield or Kevin Huerter, who are actually the guys that I like to win it. So that would be the lineup I'm rolling out for this. For All-Star Saturday night, I don't have 5 All-Stars to play in this. So I don't even think I'm going to be participating, but the odds look pretty good right now. There's, 1,300 something rewards. Only 25 people have entered. This probably gets up to, 4,000 maybe. So your odds are pretty good. Even if you have 4 All-Stars, it could be worth throwing in a lineup. You don't know how good these lineups are people are submitting because they might just not have the players, or they're playing a bunch of backups and stuff. You have like 4 starters, and then your 5th one is going to get you a 0. You could still cash. So that's kind of my strategy. This one, again, pretty good odds. So if you're looking to buy, I would buy All-Star starters. I mean, even if you can get to 4, you could still maybe cash. And then for limited All-Star game, those guys I was talking about, like one of the cheapest options is going to be Thanasis here. I mean, he's got a 1 in 3 chance of winning, and it's 584. Also a 2 cap. I mean, if he ever plays like at the end of the season when they're resting everyone, it could be just like good one to have for 580. Then, the Jazz guys, these guys' prices are getting pretty inflated. Clarkson, Sexton, and Kessler. But that's kind of what my strategy would be, to roll out the 3 Jazz guys and hope they win. Then you get 150 points to start with, and then maybe throw in some dunk contest guys that could get, first and second. Then you're looking at another 80 points. So that's how I would target this. Let's take a look at the dunk contest price, guys. Trey Murphy's 19, but he's likely to be in the playoffs, so not a terrible one there. Jericho Sims also $13. I don't know his chance in the dunk contest, but the Knicks are going to make the playoffs. I guess he probably won't play when Mitchell Robinson comes back, but still a good play until Robinson's back. Wow, Mac McClung actually has a card also, which I was not aware of. It's $41. I'm guessing they haven't minted a ton of these. I'm curious if he actually got in the game for the Sixers. I know they signed him. And then Kenyon Martin here, $18. Rockets are not going to make the playoffs, but Martin has actually been pretty good card to have. $18, not terrible. I mean, you could get deep into the odds as well. Buddy Hield has the best odds to win the 3-point shootout. And you could do that same thing for the dunk contest and the skills, even though I'm pretty sure the skills is just pretty random. So that's how I would attack this. If I was going to be buying limited cards for this, I just don't have the limiteds in either the All-Star game or the skills dunk 3-point challenge to enter those lineups. So I'm just going to be playing the comments. But if you guys were, that's how I would attack it personally. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one about the All-Star game for Sorare and NBA Top Shot. If you're not signed up for Sorare, use the link down below to sign up. Also for Top Shot, you can sign up, get $15 for free. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in another video.